Hey, I'm Rachel, and today we're going to take a look at Madelinetosh Home. All right, here are some things you should know about Tosh Home. First off, this yarn is bulky weight. It's made from 100% merino. It's 110 yards for a 100-gram skein. And it's really great for quick accessories and garments. All right, now let's take a closer look. Okay, so this is Madelinetosh Home. It's a really squishy and cozy, bulky yarn. Has a gorgeous palette, of course, like you would expect from Tosh. We just grabbed some pretty examples here of a few colors, but it has a really, really deep color palette. So if you're looking for something in particular and you want a yarn that has some really like gorgeous depth of color, it's definitely a great one to check out. It is a bulky yarn, like I said, and it calls for like a US 10 to US 13 needle, which is a pretty big needle range actually. So you can do a pretty good variety of projects with it. In fact, I've got this one here to show you guys that I was wearing before. This is the drop stitch cowl. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and I knit it a couple of years ago in one of our limited edition home colors. And it looks pretty good. I'll see if I can get it closer up here for you to see. I have worn it very consistently every winter since I made it a couple of years ago. And there's a little bit of pilling happening. Nothing that I would say is like terribly unexpected for such a super soft merino yarn like this. I just sort of pick off the little pills and just kind of move on, and it's so cozy and soft around my neck that I end up not even really caring that there's pills. So yeah, like I said, it's bulky weight, so it's going to be really great for your quick accessories and stuff like that. If you're going to choose to gift it, then I would say make sure they know to well, it says you can machine wash cold on a delicate cycle and then dry it flat. In my experience, because of that little bit of pilling that happens, you might consider hand washing just so that you can really like make your projects last a long time. And if you're going to give it as a gift, I would recommend that as well. But the label does say that you can machine wash delicate cycle, so it's a judgment call, but that would be my recommendation. It is a 2-ply, so let me pull out a strand here and see if I can. Oh, there we go. So it's 2-ply, it's bulky, and it is a little bit on the fuzzy side, like I said. So I would recommend using a wood or bamboo needle, something with a rounder tip, even like Addi Turbos, because you don't want to risk splitting the yarn too much. And also, it's another one that you might want to swatch with, especially if it's a stitch pattern you're not familiar with and you think you might end up ripping it back a lot as you're learning. You might just designate a small part of your skein to just practice with, because this is not the kind of yarn that you're going to want to rip out a million times. It'll get really, really fuzzy if you do have to rip it out. So just keep that in mind. Okay, and then the last thing is the gauge is approximately 10 to 14 stitches over 4 inches, so that is a pretty wide range, so you can really do a lot with it. That cowl that I made was on really big needles, and that was one skein and went super fast, so really great for quick last minute projects like that. All right, well, that is the Madelinetosh Home yarn. All right, so that's everything you need to know about Madelinetosh Home. It's a really great bulky weight yarn for quick projects. I'm Rachel, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because we have a lot more yarn reviews, tutorials, and other fiber fun like that. Happy crafting!